Hi. You're watching Sipping Up the Cup on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our channels and networks. I'm Mike Morales here in beautiful San Antonio, and that young man is...
I'm Dave Dinius, and I'm in dreary, rainy Newport News, Virginia.
Yikes. For those of you who follow Dave on his social media and Twitter, and you can follow him, go right ahead.
Yes, you can. Please
do. He doesn't do this for a living like I do. He actually worked for somebody else, and he moved. He moved from you were in Reno to cross country.
Yes, I did.
So you went from sublime to ridiculous.
I went to from where I could get some tequila
from Total Wine, ABC. But that's okay. We're gonna help Dave out because tonight
only.
We have Veneno tequila.
Veneno.
Okay. Check this out. This is the Blanco iteration. It comes in a black felt bag with an embroidered. This is the legendary plumed serpent.
Yes, it is.
Which, Dave, I'm sure if you like it, you'll probably get a tattoo of it.
Maybe. Who knows?
Again, what we've been doing lately is we've been flipping things around. Instead of telling you all about the tequila and then tasting it, we're going to taste it first, give you all the tasting notes to see if it's worth a damn. And if you want to stick around for the rest of the information, you can. All right?
That bottle.
This black bag is beautiful. It's like a wine bag. It's felt very well done. Now, here's it's kind of a black matte transfer logo on the bottle. This is a Blanco. And it is also signed, which is interesting. I'll have to read that a little bit later. Very substantial bottle. It is a screw cap, correct?
Screw cap, yes.
Okay, so we're gonna unscrew. I was expecting a cork, but I wasn't paying too much attention because we just broke the seal on these tequilas.
Yes, we did.
Right now, I'm gonna use my Stasso Jarrito for tequila.
I got the Stasso Jarrito for mezcal.
And I see bubbles already, dude.
Oh, dude, yeah.
You know how I love bubbles. Everybody.
I know you love bubbles. Yes, there's a couple
bubbles. Make sure that some screw caps don't screw all the way, or they're stripped, and then they screw again. But beautiful presentation. Think if nothing else, we're gonna
clean in the bottle and one heavy bottle too.
Yeah, it's a very substantial bottle. So if you're by yourself and you hear somebody in your tequila locker, you can pick this bottle up and do some damage.
Yeah, you can.
I gotta say off the bat, Brand of Promise nominee in the tequila packaging, because
yes, tequila packaging.
Now let's taste the juice though. Let's. Yeah, that's just too. Dave's gonna get a tattoo. You watch. He's gonna get a tattoo. That sucker somewhere. I know you.
Get it on my ass.
Yeah, there you go. No, you might want it. You might like it. I mean, right now we're looking at again very pristine,
very
tequila. Oh, nice legs and tears. Oh, that's pretty. Look at that nice. That's a string of pearls. Just very. Now, this is clinging to my glass.
It is clinging to mine, too. It's taking its time to develop those legs.
Yeah. But it is very clean, very platinum, shiny, as Alex and I used to say. It's very shiny.
Shiny!
It's shiny.
What's that nose like?
Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. I got anise. I got some anise on my right side. But I got baked agave on my left side.
I did not get any alcohol.
No, I.
Wow.
Holy cow!
There's a little sweetness there. There's a little sweetness in there.
Yeah. Again, for those of you who are listening to us, I go from left side to right side, left brain, right brain on my left nostril to right nostril. With my mouth open, I inhale. I know I look funny on YouTube, but you know what? You literally can taste it before you swallow it, and that's part of the smelling the aromas and the scents and everything else, and of course the agave.
What else am I getting in there? It's like
I'm getting a lot of anise, but I'm getting a beefiness. You know, like there's no alcohol that I can tell.
no,
Some citrus. There's some citrus down in the center.
down in the center.
Yeah, some kind of like a lime zest or something.
Wow.
It's as it opens up, it really talks to you.
Yeah, I do. That's pretty complex.
There's a lot of layers to this agave.
There it is.
And it's agave forward, make no mistake. You can smell it right off the bat. So let's taste it. Let's see what it tastes like. Mm.
There's a little bit of that bite
Right.
on the front of the palate. Kind of little longer finish.
Yes. There's some pepper as well.
Yeah, a
Like
little
on
bit
the
of pepper.
sides of the sides of the palate, there's some pepper. Not a big explosion,
No.
but it's just enough to let you know it's there. Wow. I'm severely impressed. Severely, if that's even
Severely.
that's my descriptor for the day. Severely impressed. Mm. Oh yeah,
You can taste the anise that you were getting in the nose.
yeah,
Hop is there. Citrusy, yes.
yeah. It's
Especially now that I've had some in my.
yeah. Now that it's opened up a little bit too. Yep. Let's get you some particulars on this, okay? And I'll tell you how I came across it. But obviously, we're going to nominate this for Brand of Promise in the bottling category in the packaging. It's really pretty. Okay, this is coming from. Let me give you the distillery number. As a matter of fact, I'll just go to my gnome list, my handy dandy gnome list.
Yeah, your handy dandy gnome list, which everybody should have.
1443. Now, if that number sounds familiar to you, if you've been following along, it's Grupo Industrial Tequilero de los Altos de Jalisco. It is the same distillery that brought you Don Pilar,
Don Pilar,
Dulce Vida,
Campanario,
which is, I think, Campanario is their flagship brand, and now Veneno.
Dulce Vida.
Yep. So it's like, again, it's a co-op. It's owned by the farmers, and one of those farmers has to be doing some organic growing because the Dulce Vida, as my understanding goes, is still organic at this point.
Wow.
It's just an interesting story how I came across this. They do a lot on Instagram, okay, and
Right.
that's how I found them. They launched last year. I don't know if those of you who follow weather reports, but there was some severe flooding in Houston. They actually had this planned for a long time. The brand owners, and there's a few people involved in this. They had their launch, their soft launch, during some of the worst in Houston. I mean, flooding. Okay, folks. But they looked beautiful. It was like a big premiere, and they were dressed in white, and they were very nice. They were very forthcoming with information, and they made sure that we got their. In fact, they said, we're going to rebottle. We want to send you the newer iteration. So we waited for a little while, and then this appears.
And then they were out of the other one we'll be trying later.
Yes,
for a while.
Now, can you read the signature on this label?
Read it.
That is that's the master distiller, Don Alejandro Campos, I think. It's
really small.
Yeah, really small. I got bottle 802 of batch number 2. What number did you get?
800 of 2.
Dude, your bottle's younger than mine.
Oh, geez, two bottles.
That isn't fair. Anyway, the neck tag gives a whole story, I guess, behind created the spirit of the myth. It gives you a little background on why they chose the serpent.
And the name, yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
kind of
legend. It's all very nice. It's actually, this there is. What's interesting to me is that these guys looked glitzy and glamorous, but they really are. They did it right, and it looks like they're more down to earth than I gave them credit for to begin with. So I'm sorry, but I try not to judge a tequila by its bottle, but I got to tell you that Blanco, not
that's,
only
that's nice.
it's a worthy nominee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I right there, brand of promise nominee in the Blanco category and also in packaging. I mean, again, look where they spent the money. They spent the money on the juice and the packaging. This is embroidered right here. If you can see that, it's a black velvet or black felt bag. It says Veneno on it, which means poison. And again, Dave,
It's not poison.
it's not poison.
No, it's not.
No. I don't know who their graphic artist is that designed the plumed serpent, but it looks, you know what this will look really good on? The hood of a Cobra, the hood of a Mustang, right? The Mustang Cobra. It's very reminiscent of that.
On their website, they do have a link to where you can buy it, which looks like liquor store number 5, $65 a bottle
With the Blanco.
for the Blanco.
Okay. Well, again, remember you're paying not only for the juice. The juice is valid. Okay.
It is valid.
It's valid juice, ladies and gentlemen. There's some money going into the packaging. So if you're going to go Blanco, it's again a keeper. It's not. Right now, they only have a Blanco and an Extra Añejo that I know.
Yeah, that's all they're listing.
That's all they're listing, and probably it's okay that they're going that route. I mean, I haven't talked to any of them personally, but they were very, very nice, very forthcoming in getting us the new iteration.
And it seems like most of the aficionados want the Blanco, and more of the people getting into it want the Extra Añejo. So here they go both ways.
Well, if you remember when Don Pilar first came on board, it came online on the market as an Añejo only.
Yeah.
You could only get the Añejo, and it took them forever to get a Blanco out. And then you were involved. Weren't you involved in the Reposado? I know that when they finally did the Reposado, they did a crowdsourcing. And I don't know if you were involved or
No, I wasn't involved in that. I did meet him a couple times.
Yeah, I've met him several times. I spent a good long afternoon with the guy. We interviewed them for
Nice guy.
Last Tequila Standing. So, and they're really cool people. So the Don Pilar folks are really nice, and they couldn't pick a better distillery. One last thing about this distillery is that they ferment everything using the Mozart method.
The Mozart, that's what
Mozart
it was.
method. Yeah. So that's something that I don't think they touch on in their website, if I'm not mistaken.
I haven't seen it yet, so
yeah, the distillery is set up for that, and I'm fairly sure all those brands that come out of there are using the Mozart method. So it's very reminiscent of Vivanco and Asociados that know 1414 that use it all the time. And I promise, ladies and gentlemen, I know I've been harping about this for 3 years. I will have the definitive book on the Mozart method. It is coming out. It is coming out. So anyway, do we have anything else we want to talk about with this brand, or we want to go straight to the next one?
Yeah, I don't know.
It all. They are based in Houston. I believe they are available at Specs, if I'm not mistaken. Probably goody, some of the big names in Texas, South Texas.
Just keep in mind they are a startup. Startups tend to be a little more pricey until they start getting some legs under them, and then their price comes down.
Yeah, and it depends also on what their business plan is. I know nothing about any of that stuff, but I do appreciate you guys making it possible. Congratulations on you picked a great distillery. You got great marketing. If the management is half as good, it should have a good long history, for the rest of the country. So congratulations to you guys.
It's good juice.
Yeah, it's really good juice. Anyway, that's our take on Veneno, but stick around because Dave and I will be doing one more.
Yep.
Veneno. Wait till you see this one.
Wait till you see this one.
But in the meantime, I'm Mike Morales here in San Antonio. That gentleman out there is
Dave Dinius, Newport News, Virginia.
You've been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on all of our networks, all of our channels.
Yep.
Please subscribe if you're watching us.
Give us some comments.
Leave us the comments if you had it. If you're from Texas and you've had this juice, please tell us where else can we get it. I mean, if you know where else they're going, like maybe Maryland. Maybe make a trip to Maryland. I don't know. And of course, if you're listening to us on Spotify or iTunes, please subscribe. And whatever you do, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.